This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Rain.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building, we back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513, episode 379. Brothers, how y'all feeling?
What's going on, dog? I'm
Turn up.
tired, but I got energy though, even though I am tired.
Hey, we in here, man. We in here, feeling good, feeling great. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so we always tired on Wednesdays, but we in here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, got the game one Eastern Conference Finals on in the background. So, a
Go
lot of
Pacers.
people probably tuning in right now.
Go Pacers. Let's go.
Somebody gonna have a new champion this year. Somebody gonna, get their first little ring.
Hey, it's the 7th year straight in a row the NBA will have a different champion, man. I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Parity in the NBA, man. I love it. I have to admit that.
Yeah.
Where the dynasties at? I'm ready for. Is dynasty season over? I thought Boston was gonna run it back, but the part of winning a championship is luck because you got to stay healthy.
Yep, got to, man. It's part of winning for sure.
Yeah.
I thought they was going. They should have. Honestly, it should be like their third. They should be on a three-peat trail right now, but they just, couldn't get it together those years in a row. Then of course this year they got hurt. So, shit happens, man.
It happens.
I love it. Parity in NBA, I love it, man. I love it.
I ain't gonna say the dynasty over. But I mean, like I said, I'm with you. I mean, we all been on here, so they should at least have two by at least two.
Yeah,
I don't think it's over at all, but it's like it's this was an interruption for sure.
And it started. What mean it's over? It ain't even started.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
One championship.
You're right. This was supposed to be.
What are we talking about here?
Facts. I think
It's not started.
this was supposed to be the start this year.
Yeah, this is not a dynasty. It's not over. It's not started. They're a very good team. That's all it was. Very good team.
I think if Tatum doesn't get hurt, they probably win it this year, honestly. But
I think so, man. I honestly think so. I think if they would have got past the Knicks, not saying that if he would have stayed healthy, they would have beat the Knicks. The Knicks was up in that game. He got hurt, and they was already up 2-1 in this 2-1 in the series, I think, or
2-1, yeah,
2-1 when he went down. So then they were still I think up 7 when he went down, like 2 minutes left. So they're probably gonna win the game. Probably go up 3-1, but I still wasn't counting the Boston Celtics out yet. I think if they would have got past New York, they would have probably won the championship. Hey, it didn't happen though, so they're not dynasty. It never started. It would have been one possibly they won last year, won a year before, then won this year. I would have given dynasty title, but nah, I ain't letting that shit slide.
Hey, shout out to the NBA MVP this Shea.
SGA first time MVP, third time in OKC Thunder history. I think is how many did the Sonics have have an MVP? They might have one super Seattle. I don't know, but hey, shout out SGA, man. It's huge.
SGA, I like him. He just got good energy. I like him.
Very positive energy, smooth as fuck on the court, man. Fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Except for when he's doing that foul bait shit like we was talking about off air, but he's still fun to watch, man. Yeah. And shout out to OKC, man. OKC obviously has an eye for talent because they have 3 of the last, I want to say like 10 MVPs. I want to say, actually, you could say 4. The James Harden wasn't on the team when he won, but he won. He was one of their draft picks. So shout out Thunder, man. They got some great eye for talent out there, as we all know.
What trade got him there? Was it Westbrook?
Paul George. The Paul George trade. Worst trade in NBA history, if you ask me. The Paul George trade was the Paul George Kawhi Leonard acquisition, because they wouldn't have got Kawhi Leonard without getting the Paul George without getting the Paul George in that trade. But yeah, they traded it. Then Danilo Gallinari, Shea good child, the other hella draft picks, some other shit. Paul George, and he's not even
history.
Yeah.
I think it worked out for the best though. Maybe Shea probably wouldn't be Shea in LA, depending on who was there. So
nobody is really him with the Clippers. So and that's coming from a Laker fan, not as a
possibly. Yeah. I don't know if he would have been this good because I don't think the Clippers organization is as good as team building.
Yeah,
and finding good talent. Okay. Yeah, Sam Presti is a beast, man. Sam Presti is a beast.
He's done it like 3 times since since they've been rocking. Like rebuild, start again. Like
he's a beast, man. He's a beast. So I'm not sure if Shea would have been able to get to this level. I'm sure he would have been this good as far as like an individual player, but would he have had team success to get him over the hump to be MVP? Because you have to have a good team to be MVP too. You can't just be a good player. You have to have a good team behind you. To get that award.
I think he would have had a good team. I just don't think he would have had. I just don't think he probably would have had to shine because Kawhi probably Kawhi was there already, right?
No, he wasn't there. They ended up trading him when they got Kawhi. Kawhi wouldn't have went there if they wouldn't have got PG, and PG got there.
They had who was a superstar? They
had
who was that?
Was it still? It wasn't Chris Paul then, was it?
No, I think Chris Paul was already in Houston.
Was he in Houston at the time? I think they were just a young team. They didn't have anybody. I think it was just him. It was him and Gallo. They didn't have anybody. I don't think. With just him and Gallo, they were young up on the team. Now Blake was gone. I think already. I think he was in Detroit at the time, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they had a really young team. I think it was just him. Yeah, I'm just not sure that they would have did what it took to get him where they needed to be. I think they would have probably tried to go out there and start hunting like they did. Go out there and try to get a big name in the trade or a big name free agency, and he would have got probably. I don't say shuffle, lost in the shuffle, but he wouldn't have been able to be the man as he was in OKC. So as he got there, they kind of gave him the reins. Yeah, actually no. Actually, they had Chris Paul's on OKC, wasn't he? Because he played with Shea in OKC.
Yeah, I pulled it. No, I pulled it up. Yeah, they didn't have no. Yeah, they ain't had nobody. So they Pat Bev, Avery Bradley, Wilson Chandler, then like Shea and Gallo.
Yeah, Shea and Gallo was their main guys. And Gallo, I think he got hurt that year too, if I'm not mistaken.
Lou Will, Zubac, okay.
Yeah, so he had a young team. Had a bunch of just guys thrown together, kind of sort of.
Yeah.
So I ain't sure they would have been able to make that work. Man, I think they would have probably tried to trade Zubac for some big name.
And remember, Doc Rivers was a coach too, though.
Yeah, man, come on. Nah, Shea wouldn't have got to where he is now. It was a blessing in disguise that he got shipped out for PG.
Facts.
And PG sucks now.
Down year, man. He had a terrible year, man. And shout out to Gilly for calling him out on that shit, man. I don't know if I saw that clip of Gilly saying, I gave you a pass this year, but next year, bro, we're on your fucking head. Nigga, we gave you all this fucking money. You come in here averaging 17, 16 points. Fuck out of here, PG. And PG said, man, I came in. It's the first offseason. I wasn't hurt all offseason. I was healthy. I was training all offseason. And I came in and got my knee, high percent of my knee in preseason. And I was never right. Like, nigga,
we don't want to hear that shit.
We don't want to hear fucking excuses, man. We don't want to hear this shit. And they don't want to hear it either. And Philly don't want to hear that shit either. Go out there and fucking play, bro. Stop getting fucking hurt.
You can't do that, bro. That's you asking for too much.
Yeah, I guess I am at that point. Stop getting fucking hurt, PG.
You asking for too much, dog.
God damn, they need to get a whole new training staff there in Philly, man. They need to get a whole new training staff.
It ain't the fact that I don't want to hear it. I'm not excuse me for saying he hurt it. It's the fact he wasn't even shooting that bitch. He wasn't even shooting the ball.
Like, he said, I came back, I just never really felt right. And then it came out that he was playing with he said he had a torn something. I think he had a torn abductor cup or abductor muscle or something like that. He said that he didn't even know about.
True, that's pain. That's right.
Yeah, he said he didn't know about it until kept going back. Like, man, something's up, man. I just don't feel right, and they finally found it. So again, he has all these injuries that just are mysterious. Like, how are you not finding this shit on the first scan, first MRI? The fuck is going on, man?
I think that he does speak to the training staff a little bit though. Like,
these training staffs fucking suck, bro. Most of these training staffs fucking are terrible.
Like, damn, like you can't catch that. Like, I'm telling you something wrong, and y'all should be doing all the tests, all the MRIs, because y'all got unlimited funds.
Unlimited.
Mm-hmm. That's not on. If that's true, that's a not saying no excuses, obviously, but it's like, come on, y'all.
That's what he said. I'm not sure how that worked out, but then again, if you him, bro, you're a fucking millionaire. You got 100 M's in your career you made, plus 150, probably 200 million plus, and you just signed for 250, 200 whatever. Like, bro, go get a private medical staff to do a search on you, bro. Like, hey, they telling me I ain't some they telling me I'm good, but something ain't right, man. I need to go ahead and get something checked out. Go get a second opinion. Everybody else do that shit. Pay the bread and go do that shit, bro. You got the money to do that shit. Go pay the bread and go do that shit. Stop being cheap.
You know,
Stop
niggas
being
let me get the words out. You know, niggas be cheap. Niggas still gonna be niggas. Yeah, boy. I feel like trash. I'm gonna just, bro. You should go see. You know, I'm gonna just let the team doctor do the shit. But I know
he said I was good.
No, you got.
He told me to give it a week. He told me to give it a week, man. You see, come back, see how I'm feeling.
And I know he got the top of the line health insurance too, bro.
And you have money, bro. Like you can pay for a doctor to do a scan of your whole body. It probably costs a couple $1,000, but you got it, bro.
A couple thousand, probably like 10,000.
You got it
more, but he got it.
For him, that's a couple.
He got it.
Couple thousand. 10 G's for him is a couple thousand. That's nothing. 10 pieces is nothing, bro.
Especially when you're talking about you only get one body. So.
Yeah, it's just your last big contract you're gonna get if you fuck this up. You get another one. You fuck this up, bro. Guaranteed. Not get another one. So you should be taking the utmost care of your body. You should be the utmost careful and the utmost just say, I'm investing whatever I gotta invest to make sure I'm right. I don't think he's up to that standard.
Bro, he just one of them Carmelo kind of guys now, bro. He gonna make some bread and he'll go and get in the Hall of Fame and that'll be what it is. That's gonna be his legacy.
See that I feel you, and I would say for him that's cool, but for him, he ain't got no excuse to be like that, bro. Like you never got played by a team in your whole career, bro. No team just outright traded you without telling you. It was always your decision to leave.
True.
So you ain't get played like that, bro. You end up bouncing. You left from Indiana on your own say so. OKC the same shit. LA the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have no fucking excuse to be like, oh man, well, I'm all about the loyalty in the league. Nah, bro, loyalty is you have no loyalty in the league.
That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of OKC, they take a 1-0 series lead over Minnesota Timberwolves last night.
I'm not worried. I'm gonna start off. I got Thunder in 6. Not really worried about the Timberwolves too bad because it was a close game, and then out of nowhere, them boys just like I don't think they missed. If you guys remember playing NBA Jam, NBA Showtime back in the day, it was like the hit. They caught fire, and it was just like, damn, you hit like 2 shots in a row, like, doof, and you just start making every shot. I'm like,
net burning off of shit.
Yeah, I know, but that's how it looks. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if Timberwolves come back and win the next game, but I do got Thunder in 6 though.
I got Thunder in 6 as well. But I am a little worried about the Timberwolves. Thunder defensively just turned up. Anthony Edwards was not able to get to the rim. I don't know if I saw the stat about his average shot length was like 25 feet from the rim. Like he's shooting 25 footers all game, bro. It's not going to get it done. I know he shot like 10 threes a game this year. And he did, up his, 3-point volume and percentage. He shot the ball great this year, but they need you getting downhill to the rim. If he's not doing that, it's not putting pressure on OKC defense enough. OKC is getting out and running. They have like 10 deep. They can play like 10 guys, legit 10 guys, and they'll all be effective. Play defense. They all can hit threes. They all can be effective out there. So I am a little worried for Minnesota. But OKC is at home. They are very, very tough to beat at home. Their role players play great at home. They're a little bit front runners too, I think. When they get out and get lead, J-Dub get going, Caruso get going on defense. They get a lot of guys involved and they get going. But I think on the road, J-Dub is a lot less effective on the road, I've noticed. So I think on the road, I think Minnesota could turn this thing around. I think it's still one in OKC, and then when both at home, then they business.
I'm a little worried for Timberwolves. Just the fact, I mean, I think last night was the game to steal. You hold Shea to 11 points in the first half. He shot like he had a bad shoot half. Like I said, most of his points came on the free throw line in the first half. The fact that the MVP struggles that bad, and I believe at halftime you were only up 4. That's kind of worrisome. Now, granted, we know Ant rolled his ankle, hurt his ankle. went down second quarter, so he missed most of second quarter. So came back, still played though. Like you said, OKC's defense, man. That's one thing. That's one thing they can lean on. If they're not scoring, their defense will keep them in any game because they make it tough for you on the offensive end for you to score. And also, man, I said you have you got to capitalize on Julius Randle playing this well right now.
Hit 4 threes in the first half or 5 threes in the first half, or you have to win that game.
He had 20 at halftime. Like I said,
you have to win that game.
I said, I hope Julius Randle can keep playing at this level, but we just don't know how much longer he's gonna stay at this level. So you got to capitalize on these games. And they're gonna need somebody else to step up. They're gonna need Nas Reed, DiVincenzo, somebody. Yeah. Ant and Julius Randle cannot beat this OKC Thunder by themselves. They're gonna need some contribution from a combination of some of the two other role players. So I'm a little worried about Timberwolves. My heart, I want to see Timberwolves in the finals. But the smart pick is smart money is on OKC. So I'm going OKC in 6 as well. As we always say on the show, I will gladly be wrong because I would love to in the finals.
Now it'll be dope, man, to see Ant-Man in the finals. So hope I'm wrong too, but I just after that first game, I just don't see it. I'm happy they're able to get back to this stage. I didn't see them even get back this far in the playoffs after that cat trade. So the fact that they're able to get back to this stage in the playoffs, kudos to them and their front office for making that risky trade, and it ended up working out, man. Because Julius having a great playoff run, his best playoff run of his career, easily, I think. So yeah, shout out to Timberwolves, but I don't think I'll have enough on offense to really get past this team, unfortunately.
Yeah, ain't going I think Perk said it on First Take. Like ain't going to average 35 to 40.
Yeah, like 30 plus, and then if he's on a low 30, he's going to average 30 and like 8 assists. If he's on like 31, 32, you're going to average like hell assists with that. If it's like 38, 39, they might be all right. But yeah, I don't know if he could do that against his OKC team. His defense is just too swarming, I think.
Then they found a trick too. No, it ain't a trick, but like when OKC decided to go small, Minnesota has no rim protection at all.
Nope.
So
nope. And man, when you talk about Game 7 for the Thunder and Nuggets, Alex Russo, man, dude is a defensive mastermind, bro. He guarded Jokic in Game 7.
Yep.
Basically, you shut down Ant in Game 1. You're never gonna see another player be able to do that shit, bro. It's fucking insane. The job he did on Jokic, and he was fouling out. They didn't call him half them fouls. He was all over Jokic. But playoff basketball, like I said, on play, man. And last night he did a good job on Ant too when he's out there guarding Ant. So shout out to Caruso. I said it this offseason when they picked up Caruso and iHeart.
Yeah,
two great pickups, man. Great pickups.
Real NBA heads know. Like I said, them two trades right there. Like I said, for what it does defensively for OKC. Crazy.
Put them head and shoulders above where they were last year. Defensively and iHeart on offense is a big key too. He's always in dunker spot. Caruso hit or miss on offense. When he's high, he's good. But what he does defensively, he's just irreplaceable, man. I wish we would have got rid of him as a Laker.
I'm gonna say quickly that Game 7 Nuggets fucking beat themselves. Well, I mean, I say granted, OKC's defense he's a huge factor, but 22 like they had. I remember one point they had 16 turnovers and OKC had 20 points off of it, and that was the fucking difference in the game.
I'm not gonna call that on Denver. I'm gonna call that OKC defense turn their ass over, man. I'm not gonna put that on Denver because I've been saying it all for the fucking last 3 years. They got no fucking point guard. Jamal Murray's point guard. Pressure his ass, bro. Pressure his ass. The Jokic ain't pulling the ball at the court. And if he is, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. Denver has no fucking point guard. Pressure their ass, dead in the water. All you gotta do.
That is sad though. I think we talked about it Friday. We thought that Jokic might play the whole game. They took him out for 13 minutes. So OKC went on that run.
Yeah, that's when the game turned around. I ain't gonna lie. The first quarter, even last night in the first quarter, Minnesota like they were all right. Minnesota here, they're gonna be all right. Denver had like a 10-point lead in the first quarter, first half, and then OKC just took off. They just took off, man. So I think these next game 2 of Minnesota got to get off to a good start and keep their foot on the pedal. Because if they can't let OKC get off to a strong start and of course get up big in the first quarter, but they also can't let them selves get up big and then let OKC come back.
So a little worried, but hopefully, man, this pans out to be a good fun series.
Yep, you gotta keep it close, man. OKC, keep it close, and they're gonna be all Shea, especially on the road. If you keep it close, you're gonna have a real chance. Because on the road, the road players don't play as good, but at home, and there are some front runners, bro. If they get up by 10, they're gonna get up by 15, gonna get up by 30. Like there are some real live front runners.
Yep. So game 2 is tomorrow, ESPN. Right now, let's see. Yeah, right now, it's a halftime. Knicks are up 69-62 over Indiana. Brunson has 18 in the first half. Miles Bridges 12. So those are 2 leading scorers for the Knicks. And for Pacers, Hallie and Miles Turner are leading the way.
You mean Mikal Bridges? You said Miles. Somebody said, "Oh, Miles Bridges play for the Knicks now."
Yeah, Mikal Bridges.
Oh, like, who are we talking about here? You talking about Deuce? No, he's talking about Mikal. Okay.
Yeah, Mikal.
Hey, conversations switch up real quick because it's like football business. You know, the NFL had said they're allowing players to play flag football in the 2028 Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm.
And the quarterback on the team said, I think it's disrespectful that they just automatically assume they're able to just join the Olympic team because of the person that they are. They didn't help grow this game. What do you guys think about that? Just not a long segment. Just curious what you guys' thoughts are. I kind of feel him a little bit. I think the grow the game part wasn't because they'll actually make the game grow exponentially as soon as they touch the field. But I think I like seeing some of those guys play. That I mean, they won, so I think they should at least still have a shot to play. Let me say it like that.
When he says grow the game, bro,
I didn't know. I didn't watch flag football when they first played.
I don't even know your name.
Yeah,
so you didn't have to grow the game either. You didn't have to grow the game either, my nigga.
Daryl,
what do you help with?
Daryl Doucette.
The fact that you just said it, I still don't know who this nigga is. So the fact that I don't even know who you are, you didn't help change the game. You didn't help grow the game either, bro. They play. It's football. Now yes, it's flag football, but it's football. So yes, NFL football players help grow the football game, whether it's flag or not. They help grow the game, bro. That's a dumbass statement. Now I agree with him by saying they shouldn't just have guaranteed spots on the team. They should have to do certain stuff to get on the team. They should have to whatever. I don't know what the criteria is. It's kind of like the 3x3 for basketball. They should have to do some kind of stuff to get on a team. Yeah, I mean, try out and be at certain events, to get on a team. But as far as they're like you said, they're going to help grow the game exponentially.
Yeah, I will say it was exciting watching. I watched a little bit of it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I watched highlights and some of that stuff was exciting, but I think when the NFL guys kind of jump in, I think it's going to be less exciting because it's going to be
less exciting.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the game's going to be like no competition for the games?
Exactly. Depending on who plays. Imagine Lamar Jackson playing flag football.
Yeah, I mean, any receiver out there is just gonna.
Who's gonna guard Jamar Chase?
Good luck. Who's going like wide receiver threes, bro?
You're gonna be more than luck.
He's not even like he can't even gotta be top of line. It could be like literally like
Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, it could be Holly. It could be like our watch guy Tyler Lockett. Good luck. Good fucking luck. Good luck guarding him for all these guys out there doing regular jobs.
Not even playing. You could probably put Chad out there still. I just watch him work out. T.O. Good luck.
Good fucking luck. Who's guarding these man? Good luck. You better hope he pull a hammy.
Yeah. What'd you think, T?
I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, bro. I mean, I didn't even know. Like I said, we didn't know dude's name before he said this shit.
We won't know it after.
Yeah, won't know it after.
I forgot it already, bro.
Daryl Doucette.
I'm about to say Tyler. See, Daryl. I forgot already, man. I'm about to say Tyler Doucette.
Hey, look, Daryl. Yeah, Daryl. I had to go back. I think it's Daryl.
I said I said more people will definitely going to watch it. Hey, you get these NFL players in there, and even if it's not, like I said, even if you think the games is going to be boring or whatever, we're still going to watch because, like I said, we're going to see. Like I said, we just want to see Jamar. Like I said, we want to see a reunion of Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson, all out there together. So
I'm watching that for sure. And I think it'll be like super exciting, like in the like the first quarter. Let me say it like this. I think the first couple games would be real exciting because I think it would take it's different when you can't tackle people. So I think the first couple games would be exciting. Then, but once they like catch on to like the technique of it all, it's curtains.
Depending on how fast they catch on, man. The first year might be exciting.
Yeah. The first year, like it could be tough.
It might get got.
The hard part though is depending on who plays, they'll never be able to stop them from scoring. So,
it depends. Like you said, it ain't tackling. So it's just grab them flags. So if you got those guys have been practicing that and they got that skill.
Yeah,
they're pretty good at getting them.
But vice versa too. I mean, there's some, like I said, there's some players in the league, like I said, offensively, it won't be, like I said, it's going to be high scoring both ways, I think, especially for the first few years.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I don't know technically like the rules of flag football, so like even like I said, your DBs or whatever. Well, it's only seven players, so you're probably gonna have some players on both sides of the ball. So like if you have like Jamar Chase had to play wide DB too, he ain't gonna be able to guard.
Bro, he is so athletic, bro. He's more athletic than anybody that's gonna line up in front of him.
We don't know that. I mean, because of what's
I feel pretty comfortable saying
3 years from now.
I mean, I'm pretty confident saying most of these NFL guys are going to be more athletic than them, but still, it's the skill set. Like they're not used to playing DB.
It's not easy, flag football.
So it ain't gonna be as easy. And like I said, it's not tackling. So yeah, they're gonna be right there with the guy. They're gonna be able to keep up with the guy, but they're gonna be able to get the flag from the guy. And you gotta tackle him, you gotta grab the flag.
But you gotta catch the ball too. Like, are you even gonna be able to get open?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to say they'll get open.
I don't know.
Guys will
get open. Now I think the NFL player will be right there with them, but they'll be open enough so they can catch the ball. Like I said, it's gonna come down to the NFL guy being able to get the skill set down and get the flag off the guy's body. That's gonna be the most difficult part for NFL guys to get used to. Now they do. I'm sure some of these guys play flag football in the summertime, just fucking around. I'm sure they do something like that.
Hell, the Pro Bowl is a flag football game.
Yeah. So I'm sure they play, and they got kids and shit. They got camp shit they do with kids, and I'm sure they do flag football all the time.
Right, them flag football players be vicious. You know,
but they ain't doing it like these guys on the team do it for like a living type shit. They ain't fucking around. They do this shit for real. So
hey, they always sliding with the knees and shit. That shit be cool as hell, or the knees like that.
I think it'll be closer than people think, as far as competition wise. I think so.
I think at first, and then I think it gets ugly.
Yeah, I think after the first like maybe year or two, and it's gonna be curtains. But
I mean,
these guys already have a leg up on an NFL guys. They play football like competitively a lot. And these guys just tackle a lot. They tackle. It's gonna be a whole different skill set.
You know, it's ultimately gonna come down to, like I said, how the world thinks of USA basketball. Who's going to be the one to knock off the Americans?
Yeah. I think they should at least leave 2 spots for people, because that eventually at some point, no, you know, it's going to be mostly all NFL guys, but they should leave like 2 spots for flag football guys. Shit, that's for them to decide, but they should leave like
go play for another country. We got American hoopers do it all the time. American hoopers do it all the time. They go to these other countries and represent them.
Over there, that's true.
True.
And it is summertime, you know, Summer Olympics. It is. They got mini camps and shit. NFL season starts up in like August, as far as like the mandatory should go, I think. So it could be a problem. Some of these people might be like, yeah, I'd rather, you know, rest up for my real team.
Well, shit, at that point, there ain't gonna be no preseason games anyway. So shit, that'll be their preseason.
Right. I guess you're right.
Like football. So
and it's enough guys. It's like I said, it's 7-on-7. It's enough guys to go around.
Yeah, we can send the fucking Bengals back up. Jake Brown.
You don't have to say the first year. Some of the cream of the crop might play, but like for the most year, it's not gonna be the cream of the crop. It's gonna be
maybe like one or two good, like very very good guys, but it's gonna be like mostly practice squad guys or guys on the kind of tail end of their career, maybe.
Right.
That are still gonna like dominate though.
Yeah, it's still gonna be still not gonna be close, but
Y'all ready to talk about what everybody want to talk about? You already know it's in the title.
Let's get it.
Go ahead, T. Spark us off.
I mean, shit. I mean, the title, the headline speaks for itself.
Says it all. Says it all.
I thought this shit. I mean, I didn't think it was over, but I thought, like, as far as us talking about it, like said them quote unquote hating each other is what people are saying nowadays. I thought that shit was over, but apparently not. This Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. Game 1 WNBA was last Saturday. There was a point in that game where Caitlin Clark made a hard foul on Angel Reese. Angel Reese didn't like that. Got up chirping at Caitlin Clark. The kind of commotion. Caitlin Clark drew a flagrant 1 foul, and then they continued the game from there. But then that sparked everything on social media from former ESPN.
Both players said it's just a basketball play on. It was a take foul, hard fouls, basketball.
You can't tell.
I don't think anybody did anything wrong. If I'm Angel Reese, I'm mad because I feel like you pushed me.
Yeah.
And Caitlin was a very hard foul, but it wasn't. I've seen harder fouls that was
it was a hard foul, but like you said, Angel Reese should have got up, but she didn't get up. Like, you're soft. If you don't get up like that after you get fouled like that, you're soft. So you should get up and be like, yo, come on. But
like, we all have been in that situation where we gotta, hey bro, like, hey, chill, like, it's a foul, but that felt a little bit more.
Yeah, like you doing.
And then it's over with after that play.
And then also, part of it too wasn't just the fact that she felt like she pushed her. They were getting their ass kicked too. Like, you down by 22, so like I'm getting my ass kicked. You hard foul me out of nowhere. Like, oh yeah, she was frustrated.
And but I hate all the people that don't know ball that are just like, did you see Angel Reese? She just pushed the girl. I said that is a completely different foul than what Caitlin Clark did to her. Like, it's not a flag. It's over the back. Can move on. Like, that push, I didn't take much of it. I said it was regular, but she definitely, like, she extended the arm when you got to see the other angles. My issue is it almost makes the game. Some people like it. It makes me not want to watch. It's like, bruh, everything here is political, or not even not political. What's the right way? It's like, it's just super up for debate that's not compared to the men's game when it's not like that. Where it's like, it's a hard foul. Where the men get up and they, well, what's up? It ain't like we hate each other. Which takes me to RG3. Oh my God. The dangerous rhetoric of just like knowing that Angel Reese is looked at a certain way. Sometimes we got to protect our own, even if you might feel that way. You say certain things that you might say. I don't think Angel Reese hates Caitlin. I think they're competitive. And that's what competition looks like. I done got up in some of my own boys' face who I love to death. You don't push me like that. Line, what's up, bro? Like, what you doing? You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I didn't get hate. I just RG3 is
we can't from that play. We can't judge hate in that situation, bro.
Yeah, like, we can't. Yeah. And honestly, like, between the lines, bro, I don't have to I should hate her between the lines. Like, it's not my teammate. I should hate her. Yeah, if you're not wearing the same color jersey I am, I hate you, bro. Like, we're not fucking cool between these lines.
Isn't that what the world praised Kobe for?
Yeah, that's what I want my players to do. I want my players to like the player on the other side between the lines. Now, outside the lines, the whistle blows, the horn goes off, game over, shake it up. You can go out to dinner or whatever. I want to party after that. Hey, do what you do. But between those lines, bro, I don't care, bro. If you got open layup, I'm fouling you hard. I don't care if you're brothers. I don't care if you're my mama, nigga, you getting fouled hard.
All part of that Mamba mentality. In between these lines, nah, fuck you. After bro.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give two shits. I don't if you like it, oh well. We can fight, bro. We can fight right now. Come on, let's fight. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, let's get it afterwards. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna still go to dinner after this. We're gonna still go to dinner. But right now, it's a fight, nigga. Come on, let's get it.
I just didn't like that RG3 tried to make it seem like Angel Reese already has a bad. She didn't want to answer questions about her, and it was like, dude, she wants to keep it about the game. The media is clearly trying to make it.
Yeah, and this story has been for the last 2 days now. It's been about, do they hate each other? Why do they not like each other? Like, bro, they're competitive. They're rivals. I've been playing each other for now the last 2-3 years now, and the media's been hyping it up. Of course, there's going to be a little tension there. Of course, it's going to be like that.
Like, and the Magic and Bird didn't like each other like that. Jordan and the Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons, they got choppy like that, and it was like, okay,
they still got beef.
They hate each
other. Still got beef. To this day, still got beef. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, if we are, competitive like that against between these lines, and we're not super close off the court, that's how it's going to look. And obviously, off the court, Angel Reese and Kendall Clark are not the best of friends. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, they're probably basketball. They're probably cordial though, and it's just like enough. Where it's like, bro, I ain't tripping for real. It's like I don't like. And I would say what Ryan Clark said. I just don't think he said anything wrong. And RG3 calling for ESPN to fire him just speaks more about how soft and weak he is to me.
Well, I'm not gonna say he didn't, or Ryan Clark didn't say anything wrong. I think, saying that RG3 can't say his opinion because he's married to a white woman, I think that's bullshit, bro. Like, you don't know his life. He might have a black woman friends that are very close to him. He obviously has a black mom. He might have a sister that's close to him that he talks to about, what goes on in their life on a day-to-day basis. So the fact that he just pulled that out of his ass is total bullshit. And Ryan Clark has a like some kind of like I don't know what you call it, like I guess like a superior complex. He thinks he's better than everybody. That sounds to me. He thinks he's better than everybody. He talks like he is. He thinks his opinion is law. And he goes out of line sometimes, bro. A lot of times he steps out of line, out of bounds. I think he gets out of bounds.
Did he say he couldn't speak on? I thought he said that he could. Like,
he said he don't know. He said he don't know the context of Angel Reese. Like, basically, he's saying that he
don't know what black women going through because he
married to white women.
I don't know.
How do you know that? You don't know who he talks to on a everyday basis. Are you in his life? Are you on his phone? Are you at his house? I know as a breadwinner of his family, he probably talks to us. His mom probably lived with him, bro. He probably lived close to him at some point, or probably sisters or cousins. Somebody lived close to him where he's talking to a black woman probably at some point. Or maybe he's not, but you don't know that. So to assume that is bullshit.
Yeah, I hear you, but I still, I'm riding with Ryan Clark on this one. I just think it's because what RG3's
RG3's put out there, like, man, and
he's corny. If you want to say, I agree with that. RG3 has put out some shit that's been very questionable, like the shit that he does about his wife and babies drinking chocolate milk and shit. Yeah, but now
don't get me started on the milk shit.
Ryan Clark said that because I said
I'm with him with that shit.
When he worked with him. Like I said, shit.
So that's just RG3 being a fucking dumbass and being a cornball.
I think
that's not him being I don't know what he was trying to say with that.
I think the interpretation I took from it is like if he was talking to black women on a regular basis, he would not have said what he said. And now we know that's all up to interpret, but that's how I interpret it. And I'm like, yo, you're probably right. But it's just it sucks for the girls mostly.
Now, hold up now. Can we all agree that I'm sure there's some black women out here as well that look at Angel Reese as like, all right, she was like white people look at her. They look at her as being ghetto. I'm sure there's some black people out here that look at her like that too.
Well, we
so how do we not know? How do we not know that RG3's people that he talking to as black ain't saying, you know what, Angel Reese is ghetto. Angel Reese is blah blah blah. We don't know how they're trained. We don't know. We can't assume that.
That's a fair statement.
We can't assume that. We can't assume that.
Fair statement. That's a fair statement.
That's what RG3. I mean, that's what Ryan Clark assumed, that he don't talk to any black people at all. He assumed that he just talks to no black woman. We can't assume that.
But I just think that the other part that comes with it is just like he just identifies with so much when he talked about how he's like, I'm sure I met his wife. She's wonderful and she has way more qualities, better qualities than just being white. He's like everything he talks about, like as a teammate and working was like white this, white that, and it's like he's just so. He gets on my nerves.
I wasn't there in the ESPN office. I don't know what kind of jokes he was saying. I'm not sure what he was talking about. So hey, if that's his experience with RG3.
RG3 said some wild. I mean, even when he was doing color commentator for college football, he was saying some wild shit.
Watch it on air, we're not. I'm not sure what he was saying about to Ryan Clark. I was not there.
y'all remember what Rob Parker said about RG3?
That's just hey,
So
that's
he
just
not like us.
nah, that shit started. Hey, might have some truth to it. That
You gonna have
cornball.
Rob Parker saying this
Rob
shit?
Parker ain't like us though, bro. Get the fuck out of here, Rob Parker.
That's what makes it
his word.
That's what makes it even worse. That's what makes it. Is he a real brother or a cornball brother? I said, oh my god. Hey, Rand. That's what makes it worse.
All right, man.
He's known as corny, and you got corny dudes calling you corny. It's not a good look. Not a good look. RG3 is cool though. I mean, I just think that
he's a cornball, but I'm not going to assume that he don't talk to black women on a regular basis because he's taking on Angel Reese. I think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit.
But I don't even think. I think it's bigger than that.
I think it's poor. I think it's a poor assumption. The poor assumption.
You make good points, but I think I don't know if I was just I wouldn't if I was in a court of law I wouldn't just say that assumption out loud. But I would probably go to my colleagues and be like, bro, he don't talk to nobody black, and I feel that way when I listen to him because a lot of his takes. But
for Ryan Clark to be so pro black. Also, I'm not sure this true or not. He got a baby by a white woman too. I think to be so pro black and have one back. Come on, man. He's just hypocrite, bro.
I think the issue isn't the fact that he's married to a white woman. It's just like everything is just
that's the way he made it.
I didn't interpret it that way, but we all listen to that. So I didn't interpret it that way. It didn't come off like that to me, but I can understand. I'm open to other people's opinions. I interpret it as just like everything ain't about just being white or black, but you just don't know the struggles of a black woman because you're not around it. Who knows? Anyways,
that's what he thinks. So hey, he's entitled to his own opinion. What this guy? We got somebody.
Hey, what you?
Godwin Goodwin. I can't even read that shit. But Ryan Clark is hypocrite, pandering, shill. I never believe anything that comes out of his. Hey, nah, facts. I mean, he is a bit of a hypocrite. I've been following some things Ryan Clark been doing for the last couple of years, and this nigga is just maybe that's why I feel the way I feel about this topic because he's a hypocrite, bro. He's like I said, he has a fucking superior complex. He thinks
I can see that though, just from the way he kind of sees. He
thinks he's superior, and he's not shit. He's not shit.
For me, I looked what RG3 said, and then I think the reason I feel that way is because I felt exactly the way Ryan Clark said, and then he's like, "Oh, he just had the platform to say it." That's why I think I feel him, but I can understand why you feel like he did.
I mean, he said it on his podcast, like he said he on ESPN.
That's a big ass platform. The Pivot is a huge platform.
Yeah, the Pivot is definitely a huge platform.
So for him saying the Pivot, he knew it was gonna go viral and be blasted everywhere, and we talked about it everywhere, and possibly be picked up by ESPN, possibly we talked about it on First Take, possibly. It probably ain't though. We know possibilities of that shit.
I think that RG3 could have had I don't think for him to be a professional athlete and come to the conclusion that she hates Caitlin Clark is just, and it's bigger than basketball. It's just, I don't know how he came to that conclusion. He's a professional athlete.
I agree with that. I agree both ways though. I agree both ways. What you're saying, I agree that RG3 his take on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese shit was bullshit, and I also agree that Ryan Clark's take on his take. RG3's take was bullshit. That's what I think. Both of them on some bullshit, personally. Like I don't think Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. She probably don't like her. It'd be hard to like her if you're Angel Reese. It would be hard to like her. White or black. It would be hard to like her.
Yeah, and I think so because and this is me just speculating. You got to say stuff like that. I'm speculating. It looks like Caitlin Clark. She's a throw them rocks and hide the hands type, and I'm pretty sure that's what probly people on the court.
I don't think she like that for real. I mean, people say that though. People say that, but I don't think she like that though. I honestly don't think she's like that. I honestly think like because Ashley's saying, my wife thinks she thinks that. Caitlin Clark said, last year she was asked about did she see the fans on social media saying all the bullshit they say to other players. She said, I don't see that shit on social media. I don't read that shit. I don't see it. I honestly believe that she don't see that shit. I honestly believe that she don't be on TikTok, Twitter.
I don't think she
Instagram.
God,
as I would not be. I would advise her and any professional athlete, especially in the WNBA. Y'all girls are very emotional. Put the phones down. Get the fuck off social media.
Yeah,
I don't think she's on social media. I honestly think that. So I think that people would think that she's just oblivious to that. I think she's not. Honestly, she don't see it. I agree. I think she don't see it.
If Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, it's not because probably anything personal. It's probably because social media, and because Angel Reese does have social media, and if it is,
and I think it's between the lines. Like, bro, I beat you. You know what I'm saying? In the national title game, I beat you back in LSU. You was
and you
still got everything. You still get looked at as the golden egg. You're still the it girl. It should be me. So it's probably a little bit of jealousy there.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying with the social media, it's like everything is hateful between this, and it's like that. You see some stuff like that, I can see how it make you like start to toot your nose, like okay.
Mm-hmm. And then like you said, like where I just said, the media shit is all Caitlin Clark. So like she said last year, that's why I think Argentina thinks that she hates her, because last year she said, look at everybody ain't watching women's basketball because one person, because of me too. Because like you said, she probably sees social media, everybody, Caitlin Clark this, Caitlin Clark that, CC this, CC that. She probably thinking, hey, I'm marketable too, but she is, but it sounds like you envy the other person when you say it like that, but she probably does. It's hard. It would be hard not to, if you were the same age as that person, it'd be hard not to.
I after all that, I don't like that LeBron James posted that. Just like, come on, Bron, show some love for both.
He do. Nah, bro, that's bullshit too. He does. It's bullshit. It's the media, bro. The media just takes it and run with it. It's the media.
Yeah, he does all the time. Like, all he said was, "What's your good game?"
He says shit about Angel Reese all the fucking time, all the time.
Yeah,
nobody ever says anything about it. Like,
but it's
Caitlin Clark and it's blown up, bro. Again, it's the media. It's the media.
It's a timing thing too, though.
He just won the game.
It just happened. He said shit about Angel when it happens. Angel dropped 56 or whatever she dropped in his shoe. After the game, he tweeted about it. After the game, right after the game.
I know it's a time.
Nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. People see it because Caitlin Clark. Because it's more visible because of Caitlin Clark. If it was Sabrina Ionescu, nobody would talk shit. Nobody would say shit about it. Because Caitlin Clark, and he said something about it, and it was against whoever it was against or whatever time it was, it blows up. It's again the Caitlin Clark effect. Unfortunately, negative and positive. But again, that's media bullshit, bro. Social media bullshit. I don't want to say media, social media bullshit.
It's media. I mean, we all know media controls the ultimate narrative. Media controls the what. Like I said, they drive everything. They see, like I said, they see what Caitlin Clark is doing. Like I said, and they're latching on to it. That's why I
talk about all the time, bro. He says all the time, all the fucking time, bro. Which is crazy. The niggas don't acknowledge it because they niggas see it because it gets retweets and likes and shit, but it don't go as viral. Like somebody said, he tweeted about Angel Wilson was like 3 million views. Caitlin Clark tweet one day, 13 million views.
Mm-hmm.
It just go up exponentially because Caitlin Clark.
He said, a guy once said, media fueled a female magic lyric.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
They're trying to make it
trying to make it the race bait shit. Like, I hate it, man. I hate the way the women's game is talked about, and I hate the whole discourse about the women's game. I saw something that not Caitlin Clark. I saw something that Candace Parker said recently about the women's game. I agree with it 100%. You can't even critique it. You can't critique their games. You can't come out on Twitter and say anything about
nothing.
A player, and not even like even a small bit of criticism. They all get very defensive. The players do, their fans do. It's just toxic, bro. It's toxic. That's why y'all league is where it's at. Exactly why. And why if y'all don't fix this shit, it ain't gonna go no further than it is. Because y'all players are toxic. Y'all fans are fucking toxic. It's fucking toxicity everywhere. It's terrible. All negativity everywhere. Your league is just negative. They need to fix that shit, man. Like, yeah, it's good to have all the eyes on the league. I know the commissioner thinks it's great for the eyes. Just she don't care if it's positive, negative. But this negative shit is going to really kill the league, man. It's really not going to be good.
I mean, but they can't control what people say and feel how they feel. I mean, the league can do the best. I mean, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they can come out right now, dap it up, hug. We cool. We ain't got no beef. It's all love. Still on social media, these platforms, these shows, they still gonna make it Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark.
But the show's got to do a better job. The national media got to do a better job of driving the positivity. Same way that KD and LeBron was talking about with the NBA. It's all just negative, fucking negative. Like it's all negative. Like, can we get some positive feedback, some positive reinforcement? Talk about the WNBA. Is other great shit going on in the league other than just negative shit, bro.
I agree with that. It make me
not want to watch it.
Yeah, it make me not want to watch.
Not want to talk about it. You want to be in discourse about it because, like I said, you can't even go on watch the game and go on Twitter and be like, damn, that's a terrible shot. Niggas be at your neck.
Well, y'all know.
Niggas at your fucking neck, bro. It's crazy.
Y'all know how this world works, bro. Negativity sells, bro. Negativity sells. That's all it is. They want confrontation. That's all it is, bro.
Can this old white be honest about the WNBA taking recent years? Sure, let's get it, man. It's been an absolute shit show. Drained money from the NBA for a couple of decades. Slower game, sloppier, less exciting. And it wasn't until generational talent appeared, the nation took notice. I won't say that. I would say a little bit before she came, it was the ratings were going up a little bit, but it did explode when she got there. Obviously, when Caitlin Clark got there, ratings exploded. But
she held what she most definitely is the boost behind the ratings going up for sure. But saying that like that the game is less exciting or sloppier like that, I just don't think you were a fan of WNBA or watching them before, a fan of basketball before Caitlin Clark got there.
No, I mean I have to agree with him, though, Doc. I have to agree with him. I have to agree with him too.
Because Sabrina was doing this. Sabrina was doing this shit before there, but nobody.
Yeah, but we have to talk about the league as a whole, not just top players. League as a whole. You watch the full games, you do get a lot of air ball layups. A lot of Angel Reese.
Trust me.
For example, you get a lot of players out there doing some fucking bullshit. So he's right about the sloppiness of the game. The I don't want to say lack of skill. The skill is definitely getting better. Skill level is getting there, but the lack of the skill gap between men and women is still pretty wide. It is getting better though. Of course, you're not going to see the crazy athleticism, dunks and shit yet. You're going to see some of that coming up with some of these young girls that's coming into the league. But I agree with something that takes about the sloppiness and just it was a hard watch, a hard watch before some of these girls start coming into the league. And now you're getting more girls who are just ballers. They ain't just Caitlin Clark. You got a lot of ballers out there. Not just her. So, but she does make it.
She's reason all the attention is on her now, not taking that away from her. She did that. But now, like I said, basically back to your point, the whole thing around the WNBA is all negative because it's Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. The hell, I mean, as I said, they try or they show like clips of highlights of other games, but that's only because they feel like they have to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's just like the talent level in the league is getting better though. He's right though. Like, if you watch high school basketball 10 years ago, high school girls basketball 10 years ago, and today it's way different. Girls are way better than they were back then. So it's coming. The skill level is getting there. The gap is closing, but he's right. It still is a gap, man. Ash was talking about it, and she's a woman. She watched it and said, "Man, some of these games are hard to watch because these girls just miss layup, turnover, sloppy play, can't dribble. Only a few girls on each team can do everything. In NBA, even in college basketball, most of the guys can do a little bit of everything. And it's, like I said, it's getting there in a W, but you still got bigs who can't do anything but just basically shoot fucking layups. Not barely that in a W, barely that sometimes.
So what you're saying is WNBA just needs to start chucking up threes then, like the NBA.
No, I'm talking about skill, overall skill. Make layups. That's what I'm saying. Learn how to make layups. Can you make layups? Can you get footwork together? Can you not turn the ball over every trip down the court? That's what I'm saying.
I'm good with I'm good with Angel Reese missing layups as long as she's gonna keep getting her own rebound.
Hey,
if you're gonna keep getting
it has to look better. Can you do Jokic where you tapping it instead of just airballing missing the whole fucking room? You gotta hit something. Hit something, please. Hit something.
Not if you rebounding your own shot. Not if you as long as you rebounding, you can ultimately score. Isn't that the goal? It don't
look good though. That's what I'm saying. It don't look good. It doesn't look good. It looks like you just can't play basketball.
Yeah, she's unorthodox for sure. Like I said, her whole game is unorthodox. what she shoots, dribble. Yeah, she's unorthodox, but
I like Angel Reese.
it got her.
I like
got her
it.
in the car.
I know it's not the prettiest thing to watch, but I like her game a lot.
Nah, because I mean, Jokic ain't the prettiest game to watch. You know, a lot of these guys in the NBA ain't the prettiest game to watch, but it's effective. That's what I'm talking about. It has to be effective. She's effective right now, but she could be more effective if she made her layups. And it ain't just her. Kia Stokes, one of the Las Vegas Aces, Kia Stokes, actually hates her. Fucking hates her. She can't do anything on the court but get rebounds. You have to be a better, you know, and that was back in the days in the NBA, back in the 90s, you had players that were just rebound specialists. These days, you can't be just rebound specialists in the NBA. And you still have those kind of players in W where they can just be like basically non-factors on offense. And you can't do that in the NBA these days. You can't do that in most clubs these days.
Ain't have your Tyrone Hill types no more, huh?
Yeah, you can't do that. You know, it's not it's an eyesore out there. And when you go from watching NBA to watching WNBA, and like and it's on the same time, it's like it's when you see that gap, it's like it's jarring when you see that shit. Like, damn. These are pros, they can't make layups. They're pros.
I mean, yeah, but we also have to remember shit. How old is WNBA?
That's what I'm saying. It's coming. It's coming. You gotta give it time. It's coming. You know,
we just celebrate.
I think with players like Caitlin Clark, players like Sabrina Ionescu, players like Angel Wilson, players like Stewie, players like Fee, who are multifaceted. They can do a little bit of everything. They can shoot the ball from further out. And like I said, Fee, you got players that are bigger that can shoot threes and go to the paint. They can dribble. And it's like Stewie, like other women out there that can do a little bit of everything. You're gonna get more and more of that when you see young girls seeing that. You know, before the young girls out there, all they saw was Lisa Leslie's. You know, big girls out there just shooting layups and doing. You know, they were still effective, but they weren't doing everything like these players are now doing. Or they're bigger. They're 6'4", 6'5". They're shooting threes, dribbling the ball, getting assists. You didn't see that much back then in the W. Now you're seeing that. So now these young girls got something to look up to and got something to strive for. Seeing that. Not looking at KD, they're looking at Sabrina, or looking at Stewie now. Looking at women doing this shit instead of looking at men doing it, trying to replicate. Looking at women doing it, trying to replicate. It's a lot different.
It is.
So give it like 10, 15 more years. It's going to be a lot more even out, spread out talent. You won't be seeing that many more missed layups, I think.
I think we still gonna see the missed layups regardless.
Ain't gonna be that many. You still see in the NBA. You still see missed layups in the NBA. You still see it. But in the W, I'm telling you, it's like, bro, it's bad, man. It's bad, bro. Like some of these fast breaks, it's like, bro, you might as well just put up and shoot a shot of three. Sloppy. It's like if you watch high school basketball, girls basketball, some of that shit you still see in W. And I will say you don't see that in the NBA. You don't even see it in college. You watch college basketball game, you watch high school, you will see the difference. It's like a jarring. No, not one player out there can be out there. And W ain't like that. It ain't always like that. Like you can see a player out there, like, all right, she should be out there. She should not be out there.
For WNBA's sake, hopefully it's I said this spark is happen sooner rather than later.
I think it is, man. I think it is.
Knicks Pacers. Right now headed to the fourth quarter. Knicks have a 3-point lead over Indiana. Who do we like in that in this series?
Knicks and 6.
Knicks and 6, huh? I'm going Pacers in 6, man. No, Pacers 7. Pacers 7. Excuse me, Pacers 7.
I want Knicks in 6. I want Knicks in 6, and I think low key the NBA has an agenda. They need the Knicks in the finals, or they want the Knicks in the finals, I should say.
At this point, you kind of need them. At this point, if you're the NBA, if you're looking at the business side, you need them in the finals. If you're the NBA, so hope I'm right, because I'm going my heart. I want the Pacers to be there, but I do think things to go win. But I'm going Pacers just because I want to be right. In my heart. I want to be different, y'all. I'm the guys gonna go Knicks.
But yeah, Knicks T-Wolves is the one I'm hoping for. But
I'm hoping for Knicks OKC, so I want to see, man. I don't want to see that. Nah, I want to see Knicks T-Wolves too, for real. Nah, I think it'd be a better series for OKC though. Timberwolves offense just fucking sucks, bro. It's fucking terrible. So fucking bad. It's so fucking bad when they hitting threes. It just gets so stagnant out there with fucking what's his name, McDaniels and shit. Rudy Gobert. It's like what the fuck these niggas are. Sometimes it's non-factor. Sometimes like McDaniels be like, oh, he got 20 tonight. He balling. And somebody's like, bro, he's a non-fucking factor. What are you doing out here? What you fucking doing, man? So it's just like Nas Reed be the same way. One game he be world class. Next game, like who the fuck is this nigga?
That would be funny though. Like I said, the one of the biggest trades of the off season, and those two teams both end up in the finals.
It'll be one of the best trades in NBA history. Honestly, you look at it, it worked out. Both teams will be one of the best trades in history.
Until you dive deep, it's like, how did they get there? Oh, Boston lost Jason Tatum. And then,
yeah, it would be kind of like that. But honestly, like people looked at the Timberwolves like they took a big step back. It was like the Knicks was like, yeah, y'all probably like the second, third best team in the East. So y'all being here ain't really a surprise. Timberwolves getting back to the conference finals is I would say a shocker for most.
Yeah, T-Wolves started the season off slow. I was like, I didn't think that. I didn't think no way they was gonna be able to
even the seeding wise. I was like, yeah, they bottom half of the bracket is over. They out of there. And they made it all the way to conference finals, man. Got a tough task ahead of them though. I don't think they're gonna get past OKC, but nice they do, man. I wouldn't mind seeing Ant-Man in the finals.
And
the Garden, I would love to. I would love to see that.
It's gonna be just as fun watching Shea in the Garden. Don't worry about it, y'all.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool seeing OKC. I don't think like I said, their offense just I hate to say it, I just don't think Ant would be able to really show what he can, because they're just too cloggy, man. And we saw it earlier in the season. They just happened to get here, but like honestly, are they a better team than they were last year? I don't think so. They're a tougher team than they were last year, so the toughness helped them get back to where they are now. But are they a better team than last year? I don't think so.
Then I don't think people. Well, I mean, I think NBA fans will love the finals if it's Knicks OKC, but it's definitely gonna be. You ain't definitely gonna get high scoring because both teams play defense.
Yeah, both teams.
It might remind you of late 90s, early 2000s like matchups.
Nah, you might. It's gonna be high scoring on one side. OKC gonna score a lot of points. Knicks ain't gonna score a lot of points. OKC score. They're gonna score everything regardless. They're gonna score. They get up and now they're gonna score. I don't know if even if right now they scoring, they got like 97 points in the 2-3 minutes into the fourth quarter. That's a pretty high scoring game for them.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, Pacers, they up and down. Like they scoring.
OKC the same way. They get up and down, man. They get up and down. I think if it's Minnesota and the Knicks, good luck offense, man. It's gonna be a sleeper. It's gonna be a fucking sleep fest, bro. I think if it's Minnesota and the Knicks got a championship, bro. Crazy to say that shit, bro. Crazy to fucking say that shit.
Yo.
That's funny. It's crazy to say that shit though, man. I think
New York might burn down, boy, if Knicks get a championship.
Man, they're gonna burn down. They get the fucking finals. It's gonna burn down, bro. It's gonna fucking burn. It's already burned down there. It's gonna burn down even more to get to the finals. It's gonna be crazy. That's why I want to see the Patriots in it because they're right there. We can drive right there. You know, be in the atmosphere. It'd be super dope. But the Knicks being in the finals would be so fucking dope, man. Not gonna lie. Like the energy in the Garden is just crazy, bro. Just crazy.
So, 2-point game, 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They just took Jalen Brunson out. He has 31 with 5 fouls. So,
all right, let's go, Hallie. If the Patriots steal this game, look the fuck out, man. I'm telling you, man. That's why I told y'all, Miles Turner. That's why I want him on the fucking Lakers, bro. That's why I want him. Stretch the floor. He has the most blocks in the playoffs. Exactly what I wanted him. He can shoot and block shots. If we would have kept AD and got Miles Turner, fucking banner, bro. Fucking banner, probably.
What do you think? I don't know if I've seen it. What do you think of Gil's take on Pascal?
What I've been saying about bro since he's been in Toronto. What I've been saying about bro? What have I been saying about bro for the last 4 years? Over fucking rated. He's not that good. I saw him play in person. The fix is in. I said it when I saw him play. The fix is fucking in. Nigga ain't that good. He padded stats. The team helped him. Coaches have helped him. Fourth quarter, he had 12 points. They forced it. They're down 20. Kept him in the game and fucking forced him against third stringers. He got 24. I said, this nigga fucking sucks. He's not that good. Against ones, average. He can't be your best player on the championship team. Gilbert's right about that. He hasn't made leaps in his career. Right about that. He's right. It's not a very hot take at all. If you watch basketball, it's very obvious to see. He's right. He's good, but he's just good. Like he's good.
So it's saying all stars because he's stat padding. 2-time all-stars stat padding.
He should be way more than 2-time all-star in the Eastern Conference. 2-time all-star ain't fucking shit. Not shit. Especially you number one option on the team for how many years in Toronto was number one option? 4 years? Fuck out of here, bro. No.
Was it 4? Oh, you don't.
Why left? What 2020?
2020. Yeah, 2019. Out of 20. Yeah.
3.5, 4 years. He got there. He got the Indy last year, mid last season. No, I'm not sold. He's a third, a number 3 at best. His best option for him to be a effective player on a good team, number 3 on championship team, number 3. He can be a third best player. Other than that, no.
All right.
I mean, it ain't bad. It's not saying he's a scrub or anything, but he's just.
I'm saying, yeah. I mean, I agree with you saying he's definitely not their best player. Like he definitely hasn't made the leap where he could be Indiana's best player on their team for sure.
He's not a go-to guy either. Like when he gets hot though, he's trouble when he gets hot. You know, he's big. He can get to a spot. You know, but even in games where like they. Like Gilbert, like what he said, like he's right. Like they can't. They should be going to him in crunch time when they need a bucket. They still rely on Hallie for that shit. That's the problem. He should be their go-to guy. Like you 6'9", 6'10". Supposed to be able to do it all. You can shoot everywhere on the floor. You make decent threes. You can shoot mid-range. You can get to the rim. You should be the number 1 option on offense as far as when you need a bucket. You should be pretty much unstoppable. Anybody guarding you?
I just think I just think part of that. I just think that's their system too. I mean, because hell, if you look at Rick Carlisle's teams in the past, outside of the Luka year and the Dirk years, has he really? Like I said, has he really had that one, like I said, dominant, averaging damn near 30 points per game score? And shit, that's what worked this year for Indiana. The fact that they can get it from anybody on any given night. That's their identity, and that's one reason why I say I think you like them to beat New York. They still 10 to 11 deep
overall team wise. Yeah, they're good. But when the problem is with them is, yeah, they have anybody can get you any night, but that comes from the ball movement and Hallie pushing the pace.
Yeah.
So when they're not hot. They need you, Pascal, to go out there and get a fucking bucket and hold the boat afloat, bro. They need you to go out there when Hallie is flinging these passes around and threes ain't dropping. They need you to get the ball in your spots, be effective. He can't do that all the time. Now, sometimes he can do that. He's not consistent enough at doing that, though, in my opinion. He's not consistent enough at being that guy to steady enough for a steady hand. Hey, bro, offense is slinging. We slinging that ball around. We getting open shots, but they ain't dropping. Let's go to Pascal, get him a couple easy buckets, get our flow back going, stop this run that other team's on. And then get back and throw our flow when we get a couple easy shots going there. Other people see him making shots, confidence gets up, get some threes going. He can't always be that guy though. You know, even this I've seen in this playoffs, they, you know, some half court sets, they force him the ball. They get him the ball in his spot, and it's just like, please stop doing this. He's not that guy. Stop doing it. Get the ball to somebody else. Stop it. It looks forced sometimes. He get the ball, he gets it, he does a little thing, and he pulls up, looks forced. Like he maybe he ain't that guy.
Well, if he ain't that guy by now, he ain't gonna be that guy.
That's what Gilbert's saying.
9th year in the league, yeah.
That's what Gilbert's saying. Maybe he's right. You know, it's another guy I can bring up like this. My guy, I love this guy, but Brandon Ingram, kind of the same way. Like, yeah, you're very good, bro, when you want to be, but it's like he's not consistent enough, man. Not consistent enough. You know, Brandon Ingram's more injuries and shit like that, but it's kind of the same kind of, you know, realm of player. Kind of crazy they kind of replaced him in Toronto, kind of replaced Pascal with Brandon Ingram in Toronto, but kind of same player. If you ask me, the kind of the, you know, same kind of size. I think Ingram is a little bit better. I think he's a little bit better playmaker in my opinion, but kind of the same player, just very good, but can never really get you over that hump as your go-to offensive guy.
NBA needs to be on the. I think BI also needs to be put on in a better situation, as far as team around him too, though. I mean,
yeah, but I think if he was in Indiana, it'll be the same situation with him. I think it'll be, yeah, very good. With BI would need a bucket sometimes, and he can get you the bucket sometimes. I think he's better than Pascal though. But
I would say offensively, I think he might be just a slight bit better than Pascal.
If I say give him a little bit of edge, I think he's more lethal. He's a more consistent offensively than Pascal. I think Pascal's better defensively though, but either here or there. It's hard about Pascal. I think it was right.
Well, according to the stats tonight, I said Pascal. Like I said, he's 5 for 13, 12 points right now. So, and since Brunson has went to the bench, the Knicks have extended their lead to 12. So, real quick, yes, guy. When we were up front, we were in Cincinnati, 513. We don't want to talk about the Reds.
Oh man,
they played earlier this afternoon. They lost to the Pirates. They lost.
Yeah, I watched that game. Earlier. Tough loss.
Yeah. So
we're doing good. We're on a little streak. Yeah,
It's always 2 steps forward and 5 steps fucking backwards.
Yep. Get the 500 right back down. But we're trying, man.
Last little piece of business we got before we get up out of here. They voted today. The NFL voted today that the tush push is still here to stay. It's here to stay. Are y'all a fan of tush push, or was you against it? You think it should be banned for football?
Keep it in. Stop it. It's a fair play.
Yeah, I'm against outlawing plays. That's just stupid. Just stop it or start doing it too. Find out how to do it and copy them. Nigga, what you mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. It's not causing injuries, and hell, we've seen multiple teams try to do it. Some worked, some failed. A lot failed. So
figure it out. Get it to work or try to stop it, like Doc said.
And it's not like it's cheating. Like what are we talking about?
Yeah. So, but I'm glad it was a new. They needed 24 votes for it to get banned. The votes came up 22 to 10. So I'm glad.
Almost got banned. That shit crazy.
Yeah, it almost got banned for sure.
Man, fucking crazy, bro. And it's like it's always predictable. Like they always fucking, it's coming. And so I don't understand why they want to ban it. This shit crazy. I don't know how to stop it.
Shit, don't get in short shit. Stop them. Don't get in 4th and 1, 3rd and 1 situation. Stop them.
If I figure out a way to make it like, all right, we're gonna find a way to stack this box to make it impossible to even run this play. Make it impossible. Shit. Find a way to do it, man.
Facts. All right. And before we get out of here, got to send rest in peace to Colts owner, CEO Jim Irsay, who sadly passed away at the age of 65 today.
RIP, man.
Yes, rest in peace. Not sure if he had any health issues or whatnot. We know his history of health issues that's been reported to the public. Not sure of his latest cause, but nonetheless, man, rest in peace to Jim Irsay for sure.
Facts, man. Facts.
All right.
He said they had the Wildcat for years. Why not tush push? I agree, man.
Hey, shout out to Brock Purdy getting paid. I meant to put that out there too.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Shout out Brock Purdy, man. Let's go. Get my man his money. I want to get crushed. Yeah. Shout out guy for right now with this, man. I'll see you on the side. I don't know how we got chat on the side down here. Let's lit.
It's a new thing. Yeah, little new feature they added to.
Let's go StreamYard.
So I appreciate everybody tapping in with us as always. Make sure I give us a follow on everything down to the wire 513. Or as I say, Google us. We're literally everywhere you get your podcasts. Still 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but it looks like the Knicks they're up 16, but it looks like the Knicks will win game 1. So we'll see. And once again, shout out to Shay for MVP. Those are all the NBA awards given out this year. Well, they did the first team yet? They did them, right?
They ain't announced that yet, I don't think. They did the rookie team, I think.
Yeah, they did a rookie team.
Yeah, they didn't do the first team. our defense teams. I don't think. Shout out Shado, man. He got that bonus money coming too. Possibly if he signs that, if they give him the extension, the extra money. I think he signed for 385. I think he said something like that. Something crazy.
We getting closer and closer to $500 million, man.
Yeah, for 5 years. Not for 13 years. MLB 5 years, 500 million. I don't know 500 million for 14, 15 years. 5 years.
But for the good brothers, Flyman Rand, Josh Evans, Steve Taryn Bland, Down to the Wire 513, episode 379. We'll catch y'all this Friday for Sports and Spirits. Until then, y'all have a safe, blessed rest of the week. We are out.
Peace.